Hi. Today's guest is the reason that Kets is on TikTok. He is funny, he is rude, he is intelligent. Some would say the ultimate threesomes. Well, we're on the topic of threesomes. How's your mother doing? That's a bit of a rough start to a podcast. I don't know. But when Omar isn't creating online content, he is part of the wildly successful GOODHOPE FM breakfast team. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's a radio show. And for those of you under 20, Google radio and there'll be several YouTube videos explaining exactly what it is. Omar?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
I mean, you just trashed my entire career, like 3 sentences.
I thought that was me being as kind as I could be.
No, that was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. I mean, I've been doing radio for the last 7 years now, so it's kind of tough to find out that it's not a real thing.
It's not a real thing. Speaking of things that aren't real, Chloe.
What did I sign up for today?
Things that aren't real.
I don't know. I just wanted to bring you into the conversation earlier on. I've been called a chauvinistic pig on TikTok.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Nice.
3rd time this week.
Nice.
Is that the worst hate comment you've ever received?
No, somebody called me an inbred apartheid apologist. That's the worst I've got.
Well done. Was that me?
I wish it was, because then I'd be like, we'd laugh. But when it's a stranger, I then start writing these replies. And thank God TikTok limits you to a certain amount of characters. And then when you get blocked, in terms of you can't write anymore, you go, this is silly.
It's too much effort.
It's too much effort.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I reply with a video.
Oh.
We love your TikTok.
Thank you.
We also feel you don't get or TikTokers in general don't get the clout they deserve because of people like Charlie D'Amelio.
She's fine.
Okay.
She's fine.
I was hoping for a controversial take.
No. Everybody does their thing. Everybody gets to do. Yeah, like I don't get the hip dance. I don't understand what the hip dance. Like, what is this? Like, what is? Because it's all clappy and things. I don't get it. But I mean, there's something for everyone.
Exactly.
That's my opinion on it.
Yeah. What's the worst hate comment you've ever received?
So many.
Yeah.
so many.
Yeah. I mean, at some point I was being hounded for a week by a full-on Nazi.
What?
Yeah. And
much worse than half a Nazi.
No. He was a full Nazi. He was full. He had his card and everything, like a certificate that he gave to me. And I've been called the K word. I've been called the H word. Go look that one up if you don't know what that one is. That's for people in Sea Point. They don't know what that one is. And I feel like every single week there's a different insult. Like the last few months I've calmed down my content, so I haven't received a hate comment, but I know that every single time I receive a hate comment, I reply with video. And I never, how do I say this? I don't entertain it. I'd rather laugh at you. Because why would you come drop that on me? I don't want to carry that labor. I don't want to carry that labor.
Chloe gets 0 hate on TikTok. I get told, hey, go take a bath, cut your hair. The M word gets thrown around. For those of you who don't know that, also go Google it. Yeah, Omar, not the only one that can ask people to Google things. This is our show. Calm down.
Sorry. My bad.
Finally.
We're all professionals here.
You see, some people say they love the gag cam. That sounds overtly sexual and not what it is. Chlo,
I'm going to use it now. I don't.
Nice. I like it. I like the beard. That is a well-groomed beard.
Thank you. Got it from my dad.
Does he groom it?
Sometimes.
No, but seriously, I mean, who does the beard maintenance?
I go to the barber every second week.
Okay.
I pay $50.
Nice. Okay.
It's a little container with all the styles that you can get. You know, little variations. Extremely careful West African man does my beard.
Okay, we're going to keep the xenophobic comments to a minimum.
No, I'm just saying. He's from West Africa.
No, of course. Xenophobia, South Africa's favorite pastime.
It's also its favorite export. Yeah.
Let me wrap my head around that one. Chloe, a question from you,
Do you know
please.
this country called Australia?
I am familiar. Chloe told me the other day that Australasia is a continent, and I said, fucking bullshit. And then we got into a big argument.
You told me that Australasia was a continent.
My bad.
I said Australia is a country, a continent, and an island. Which is true.
Indeed it is. But Australasia is the continent.
No.
What is then?
Well, no, it is.
It is
but
actually, yeah.
But I always thought it was
What?
Australasia. But Australia is a continent.
No.
It is.
Is it?
Chloe embarrassed me with, you know how you used to get into an argument with your friends, and then I've always been very confident, so I could talk so much shit and then be like, there's no ways we can catch him on this. And then the internet came and they were like, Sam, everything you say
is literally, okay, Google it. I have to be right. That's a massive part of my personality.
We're going to be friends.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
Or maybe we won't, because we're both going to say Google it. And we
but
both
then we'll come to
right.
the same conclusion.
Oh, because we're both right.
Yeah.
Of course.
See?
I disagree.
Go Google it.
Leave.
Google's search engine is as such that you can type in questions and really get the answer that you want to hear.
Yeah.
I like it.
Why? Because it's going to tell you what you want to hear?
Exactly. I need yes men around me.
How far has that brought you in life?
Look at me now.
Well done.
Interviewing Omar on the number one comedy interview podcast in Botswana.
Done. Botswana?
Yes.
That's a huge market.
That is.
They've got diamonds and things.
Exactly. And instead of, I was going to make a Leonardo DiCaprio blood diamond joke, but now's not the time.
Nah, the accent is the real joke.
That just shows how hard the South African accent is.
Yes.
If Leonardo can't do it, or save old, in Titanic it was her fault.
Who did a really good one? Andy Serkis.
Oh, Daniel Radcliffe's was, was it?
No, his one sounded like a Queensland Australian.
No, I was saying it was not good.
Yeah.
My favorite was, what were they saying to each other? They were getting in a car and they were like, how's it? It was like a variation of that. I was like, oh my goodness. No, but it was like, it was like Australian. It was just terrible.
I actually am quite a fan of DiCaprio's. Now, the more I think of it, the more he sounds like someone from Pretoria. I'm like, that's how people speak English in Pretoria.
Get
in the bakkie. Get in the bakkie now. Hey, boy. I mean, that's how people in Pretoria speak.
Do people in Pretoria, do they exist? Is that one of those places? That is, I feel like Pretoria doesn't exist.
That is actually true. I've never been there.
I've been there.
I've also never been there. Conspiracy.
I've been there and I got told to go back to my own country. Oh. Which I didn't understand.
Who told you this?
Just a random man on the street that was a bit drunk.
Go back to your own country.
Yeah. He literally stopped me in the street and he said, I was visiting my mom. She was working in Pretoria at the time. And we got stopped in the street and he told myself and my sister, we don't like you. Go back to your country. I'm like, bruh, where am I? Is this the Twilight Zone?
Was this a homeless person or like a...
No, he was in a suit.
Oh, no.
But he was tipsy.
One of those lunch meetings that rolls on. Oh, no. I thought it was a homeless person perhaps in Pretoria.
No, but remember Pretoria doesn't exist, so...
Exactly. So
there can't be homeless people in Pretoria if it doesesn't exist.
There's no home.
No.
So you can't be less of it.
What is that? You just blew my mind on the Wednesday.
I thought you said on the tube. This is not. We don't. I've seen podcasts advertised on Pornhub. I'm not even joking. I watched one the other day. No, it was actually quite wholesome. Because
a podcast advertised on
an actual podcast
being uploaded.
Were they naked?
No, it was three guys talking about ironically the poor effects that porn has on young men. Oh. And I was like, this is on porn. It was a bit like
it's a bit edgy.
It was not as edgy as what I'd watched before.
Okay,
but pretty edgy. Chloe, why do we speak about porn so much on this podcast?
I don't know. I think it also makes our guests quite uncomfortable.
I don't feel uncomfortable.
Does this look like an uncomfortable person to you, Chloe? Get a grip. Get a damn grip. Well, this has gone on for too long. Let's get back into reality.
Yes.
Well, maybe it isn't reality because you wake up every day fairly early to go on a breakfast show.
Yes.
How are you awake and performing at 6 o'clock in the morning?
Autopilot.
Okay.
I literally wake up around 8 o'clock. I wake up at 8 in the morning. 4:30, that's wake up time. Mm-hmm. Leave home, 5 o'clock, get to work. and then you just have to perform because you have to be a professional.
That's what all the listeners of Good Hope wanted to hear. You just get my autopilots. I'm not even flying. Just getting fed scripts here. Smile. I'd love to write that a fake
the
news
thing is,
report
I
for you.
do love it. I love being on radio. I love being able to be, the kind of character that I am. Like, it's taken me years to just be comfortable behind the mic and just be myself. You would have heard, like, if over the last year or so, I've changed my accent to being something more natural to myself. I just blurt out the things that I want to say when I want to say them. But it's taken years to get to that. And when I say I'm on autopilot, it doesn't mean I'm giving the bare minimum. It just means I'm just being natural without expending too much energy.
No, for sure. Yeah. I think it is in any artist or actually any human being.
Yeah.
You have to do all this work and do the work. Oh, I hate that Instagram slow. Do the work. What the fuck? Anyway, you do have to find yourself, but the only way you do that is by actually putting yourself out there. Like the amount Chloe and I have grown by being like, okay, so what are our opinions on this stuff? Can we make this funny? Let us know. I don't know. And we go for it, but it's so much better to try.
Yeah.
And I love this saying. It's like very Tumblr-y, but dare to be great. I like it. It's similar to that man in the arena, stoic sort of Instagram quotes, but I like that.
Dare to be great.
Dare to be great, because it's you can use it in any situation. Say you forgot to pick your child up from school. Your wife's really angry.
It's a very real possibility today.
What were you doing? Omar? Daring to be great on a podcast.
Yeah, that's why I am today.
Get out of my face. I hope you don't speak to your wife like that.
No, I don't. It's a very respectful relationship.
Only I could imagine, like, make you out to be this villain, create this hypothetical scenario and be like, is that how you speak to your wife?
Oh my God.
Come on, people.
But you're also like prolific on TikTok.
What does that mean?
You are like, you just do, I think you almost have like two different personas almost. You're a radio host by morning.
Yeah.
Not by day, by morning. And then you're a TikToker by day.
I started TikToking last year, so I still don't know what the definition is of being a TikToker. Like, I can't dance. I'm not.
No, I've seen some of your dancing. I actually quite enjoy it. On a level of whiteness,
I have not seen
you'd be like killing bar mitzvahs. If you move like that at a bar mitzvah, people are like, Omar can move. Like it's because his old uncle Barry used to dance. You love it. That's what I fell in love with your dad. What the hell? The Jewish community.
Can I answer the question? Please.
I'm also ADD, so...
Like, this is my show now. I don't know what you're doing.
Head of the table.
Wait, that feels weird. I'm so sorry. I should not have done that. That was very rude of me.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
Omar and Chlo. Got a nice ring to it. But yeah, back to the question.
Yes.
Yeah, the many personas. I've never been able to do one thing. Since high school. I couldn't study by reading a book. I have to study can't study by sitting still for a few hours. I'm going to read for like 10 minutes and then I'm going to go skate. Or I'm going to come home and listen to some Bring Me the Horizon or something. And it's not a matter of I can't latch onto something. It's just that I get bored very easily.
Yeah.
And the one thing of the last year, especially like during the lockdown, being home for like 6 months, my wife showed me, hey, there's this thing called TikTok. I knew the video format, but I never engaged with it. So I was like, let me try it.
Yeah.
And she suggested, why don't you make a video, see how it goes? I had like 2 accounts before this one.
Yeah.
And it popped off because I decided if somebody out there is going to get a version of me, it has to be the realest version of me.
I like that.
I try my best not to pull punches, but at the same time, I also try my best to be respectful because there are communities in South Africa and the world that have certain nuances that I don't want to step on. And I have to be respectful. But if you're going to be a cuck person, I'm going to tell you that you're a cuck person, and I'm going to laugh at you while you're a cuck person. But I mean, it's the TikToks, the music, it's the radio. I can't sit still, basically.
Yeah.
I just have to interject very quickly here because Omar's briefly described pulling punches, which is of course a boxing analogy. And when I think of boxing, I think Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, all the greats. But then I also think about Omar.
I know what
because we'll put this up on the screen.
We're not going to.
Don't pull punches.
I've not seen this.
Box like Omar. And actually, no, this is the definition of not punching.
Don't.
Shit. Defensive.
Turtle.
That's my favorite part of the whole video.
Done.
Oh, that's brilliant.
No, but I also like that you went and did that because I dream of becoming a UFC star, but I know I'm not ever going to step into either a boxing or MMA gym ever.
You might just do it.
Also because you have epilepsy.
Yeah, I'm epileptic.
Then don't do it.
Maybe he shouldn't be hit in the head, you know?
I mean...
that's my new thing now. People are like, you got white privilege, but I'm like, minus the epilepsy,
And you drop down a few points.
You do. Like for every life-threatening seizure, you become closer to just the equilibrium.
Yes. Do you want me to write up a certificate for you?
That would be... I prefer a black person to do it, but if you can, that's great, yeah. I'd need the full tick.
From the same...
I'd need it to come from one of the Kets detractors.
Okay.
No, what I also loved and how we met you is you reacted to one of the turtle videos, which we obviously... I was making a joke about how stupid turtles are.
I don't like that.
An opinion I stand by because, stop eating straws, you idiots. But your reaction, I was like, that's funny because don't just be... And you're an intelligent person. You could also see it was a joke. The majority of people on TikTok, they swipe up and they see content. They're like, this person's attacking everything I stand for. And it's like, actually, no, we rated the Springboks as a joke. Yeah. We said before, Chloe didn't watch the game. Anyway.
Yeah, someone's like, Chloe keeps stealing people's match reports. I'm like, because I don't watch. Obviously.
Shame.
I'm not claiming they're mine.
Who still watches the Springboks play?
No. You shut up right there. I love this. It's the only time I know the Rainbow Nation is Neta Grappie.
This is another reason why we be
my
friends.
God. I am patriotic. I'm like singing
you want to diss turtles, but you can't be touched about the Springboks.
I am a heterosexual male who's grown up in South Africa.
If you're going to dish it out, you got to take it, Samuel.
Do better.
No, I don't like this dynamic.
Do better, heterosexual male. No.
Okay.
I'm a heterosexual man. Oh, I'm not a heterosexual man. Sorry, I sometimes forget. I sometimes forget that there's what is
Okay.
There's a bit more.
I think there's a bit more to everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone is down the line.
No.
Like, I mean, I've had certain thoughts about men in my life.
That's
very
fine.
confusing. Of course. And then I said this to one of my friends. I was at school. He was like, really, eh? I was like, he was like, hey, Sam, I don't know. And I was like, yeah, I mean, surely you have. He's like, no, never. And then he started like quoting movies like I could have 2 dicks in my mouth and not be...
What?
I was like... Okay.
Sam's also said that his first kiss was so terrible, he questioned his sexuality.
It was. No, I was like, if this is it, I'm going to try the other one.
Good.
You know.
But it just turns out we were both bad kisses.
Okay.
Teeth and braces are not good to have in a kiss. So if you're...
Why does that sound so much like my first kiss?
I think a lot of people are
I think we all had the same
clashing railway tracks.
Yeah.
But I kissed this girl outside of a pharmacy.
Why? Were you just at the pharmacy?
We had gone to watch a movie at Cavendish Square.
I've got questions. Okay, so
here we go.
Were you at the pharmacy to collect a parcel?
No.
Okay. Were you there because you planned to be there together at the pharmacy?
I mean, there is a certain level of arousal that naturally
happens outside pharmacy because of all the chemicals.
Chemistry,
right?
Hey, you two. I don't like this dynamic. It's going to take over this whole podcast again. I'd watch it.
Tata.
But no, we had just watched a movie.
Yeah.
I was too scared to do the kiss in the movie because it's hard to they're watching the movie.
There's a whole thing.
Exactly. Yeah. It's hard to do, and then it's like very awkward.
Yeah.
So but I was also of that opinion. Like I had an opportunity, and I had to do it on that day because then she would just think of me as a friend. Okay. If I hadn't, so I seized that outside of.
I'm happy for you.
My first kiss was with a girl, and we were busy reading the Bible.
Yes.
How's that for a story?
Again, questions.
Okay.
Were you planning on reading the Bible?
Yeah.
Were you planning on doing the kiss while you were reading the Bible? Okay. Was it just like
the Bible was just quite exciting, and I thought
there's a lot of erotic material in there.
Yeah.
I get it.
We were reading about bread falling from the sky or something like that, and I was like, should we?
I mean, bread is so sexual.
Chloe, actually, this was a non-consensual kiss, if she's been honest. She forced this other girl to kiss her. Now we change the stories, huh?
I put forward the idea, right? And I was like, let's try it. And
wait, did you put it up to a committee? Did you say, hey, do you want to?
Yeah, I was like, let's try this.
Okay.
And then she was like, and I was like, come on, let's just do it. And we had a little peck, and we were both like, that wasn't that nice.
Fair.
Was the peck the way it ended?
Yeah.
Okay. So you made a decision.
We were 10.
Okay.
Oh, you dirty little dog. Oh. No, Omar. You just pipe down over there.
Set you up for that one.
So next week I will be the new news anchor on Good Hope FM. This is basically why we got you.
This is a job application, basically.
That would be such a great idea for a media company. Yeah. You just get people on and you entrap them basically into saying these things, and then you take their jobs.
And then you sign the next day.
This sounds like an episode of Black Mirror.
It's true. I want to get back to radio briefly.
Okay.
What is the dumbest thing you've ever done on live radio? And 2-part question. Hey, this is not radio. And do you regret it?
I'll answer the second part first. No.
Nice.
I don't. This is a story that I rarely get to tell. So I started at GOODHOPE FM, and so that I do the Afrikaans news as well, right? My first language is Afrikaans, but I speak it very poorly. According to my mom, she was an Afrikaans teacher. She studied Afrikaans, all of that. She says I speak Afrikaans trash, right?
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, because I mix languages,
Dankie, Mom.
Yes. So I mix languages, and it's fine. It's dialectical. It's colloquial language, whatever. I'm cool with it. But on radio, you have to speak Afrikaans.
Save Afrikaans.
No, we never call it Save Afrikaans. Don't ever do that.
Is that a bad thing?
At least around me.
Okay.
Yeah, you can call it standaard.
Standaard.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Noted.
Save it is a. Oh, we can.
I couldn't even tell you what saver meant. I've just heard it in the context.
We can get into that off the podcast.
In the boxing ring.
Yeah, no, I'll fail. So the first time that I was standing in on, so I was at that time just on weekends, right? So I was doing the breakfast show on weekends, doing the news. Then in the week I get stand-in opportunity. But now I'm on the afternoon drive show, which at that time was the flagship show of the station. And we're at some outside broadcast, and I'm reading the Afrikaans news. Now, in Afrikaans, do you know what a trade union is?
Not in Afrikaans.
Do you know? Mm-mm. It's a vakbond. VAKBOND.
A vakbond.
Like a subject?
Yeah. Like,
subject word. That was so funny in school.
A trade. Yeah, you're fucker. So
I'm not swearing.
So I when I get stuck on a word, I don't switch off my mouth. I stutter. Mm-hmm. And so I got to die ini van fuck. So I couldn't get past the damn word. And then after 10 seconds of saying fuck, live on air, I ended it with fuckbond.
There it is.
Yeah. And I'm shocked that to this day I've never gotten a BCCSA complaint about it.
That is brilliant. Brilliant.
I mean, there's times where people thought that I said the word shit on air, but I don't. Maybe it's just because I'm from Kraaifontein. We don't speak properly there. Maybe. Standard.
What was it? I was like a German interpretation. Standard.
I feel like standing at attention. Not that.
No. While we're here,
yeah.
When people say, "I would kill to have a radio show," does that make you nervous?
Sometimes. Sometimes, because I know that there's a lot of hungry people out there that are hungry for radio. That just, can I look into the camera and say,
of course.
Just as they said in the beginning of the show, radio is this thing where you turn dials and people speak to you out of the box. Very similar to a movie, but
not as fun.
Yeah.
No, we got a massive radio culture in South Africa, which is cool. But your role in radio is also important. You're a newsreader, news broadcaster. So you engage with South African news every day.
Yeah.
Which antidepressants would you suggest?
Lexamol.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm on that too.
Hey?
I also think I'm on that.
Lexamol.
Twinsies,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have some?
It's a very good SSRI. I would recommend
it. I'm actually not joking. I actually think that's what I'm on, yeah.
No, I haven't been on them in years now because I'm stubborn. I won't let a pull.
Well, you left hard journalism, so you don't need them anymore.
This podcast was sponsored by Lexington.
Lexamol.
Oh, get the brand name right. They won't pay you.
They paid in product, so...
Fuck.
Oh, no. So again, we've touched on journalism, right? And there's this old journalism maxim, and that goes, if it bleeds, it leads.
Yeah.
Why do you think there aren't more global leaders that are currently menstruating?
It's a damn good question.
I expected a lot of response to that. I didn't expect... I like that though.
I actually really like that question.
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
Thank
it's
you.
A much higher standard of question.
If it bleeds, it leads.
Then
Chloe, take it easy on the table.
I'm sorry, I did that as well.
Okay.
She's allowed.
My bad again. They've teamed up.
I'm bleeding and leading.
Good. I don't know.
I just think women... No, I mean... I don't know how controversial this is. I'm a bit of a sexist. I truly believe that women are more intelligent than men.
Very possible.
I mean, I'm a man, so I know what goes on in my head. A lot of it is very primal.
Right? Yeah, I get it. No, I mean, I don't know if there's... I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's studies been shown that show that women, number one, develop brain activity much earlier than men do.
Okay.
In puberty. So it's like, okay, you're smarter from like the age of 12 already.
Yes.
Which is why patriarchy is such a thing. Because, you know.
And that, I think, is also why women tend to date older.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I was just doing my wink at the camera.
What are your thoughts on this?
Because Sam is older.
I am older.
Oh.
I look younger, but I'm older. That's what everyone tells me.
How old are you? Like 45?
No, actually heading on to my 47th.
Good job. You look
Thank
good.
you.
What are you using?
It's a hell of a drug.
You're using Kets. Stick with the brand.
Oh, sorry, ketamine. Yeah, that's where we go. No,
That's actually funny because yesterday when you texted me and you said, "Hey, it's Sam from Kets," I was like, "What is? Someone trying to sell me drugs? Like, what is? Did I sign up for something at some point?"
This is a great story. I'll tell it very quickly. When we were in varsity, my friend and I had this drug dealer.
Yeah.
You know, but they, like, the world evolved, and so now this drug dealer is on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Of course, it's convenient.
Yes.
Anyway, he'd send out his menu.
Okay.
Every week. And we're like, this is so cool. You know, all the different sort of party drugs we can partake in. Yum, yum, yum. Until one day, we like just scrolling through the list. We're like, oh, cocaine's new. He's obviously making a bit of money. That's great. And then we're like, we still stick with him. Nice guy, mommy issues, bit of a weirdo. But he always delivered and we never felt threatened. That's, I think, a prerequisite for your drug dealer. You mustn't feel threatened by them. Or do, to each their own.
Yeah.
But then as our relationship progressed, I don't know if he just got more product or felt more comfortable with us. We used heroin crept in, and then the 1 week, right at the bottom, took. And we were like, my friend and I, we need to get away.
We step out.
We don't know what's been laced with we just like smoking a bit of weed. Now I'm risking my life here. Drugs. Chloe has never smoked a cigarette.
Well done.
Yeah. Or vaped or anything like that. It's kind of like my thing that I bring up at parties. Everyone's like, wow. And then they're all like, you want to try some? Because they want to be the first one to let me try. I don't know. I think I've just not done it for so long. I have no desire. It's not like a...
It's like me and Tik.
Yeah, I think you got to try it at least once. Go to Miami, lose your mind. Dale. I try to quote Pitbull at least once.
At least once.
At least once. I've got a game for you to play now because we live in an era of fake news.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about your auntie who's on ivermectin and has now grown calves the size of a stallion.
Stumps her feet like a horse when she gets in the house.
She's a bitch.
Basically.
Auntie, why did I address that like that was my aunt? She isn't. Anyway, moving swiftly forward, I've got some real news stories and some fake news stories. Yeah. So I want you to tell me if it's real or fake.
Okay.
And then I want like a bit of, you're a funny guy. So humor would be appreciated.
Sometimes. I think so.
Kids eat toast sometimes. Right. Real or fake?
Yeah.
Former WITS SRC president pledges 1.5 million rand to help students.
That sounds like a real story.
Fees must fall. There we go.
Or
sorted.
At least I feel like it should be.
Okay, so you think it's real?
Yeah.
It is real. Well done. You won from one. Chloe, do you think... Oh, I just gave the answer. But
real or fake?
So, Chloe, you also won from one. We'll give it to you.
Am I playing as well?
Now you are. Okay. Here's another one. Trial date set for SA doctor accused of killing her 3 children in New Zealand. The accused has mixed feelings about the date as she has, quote, been out of the dating game for a while, end quote.
Huh?
When I wrote that, I was in a bad mood. I mean, real or fake?
Yeah, it's real.
Real.
Yeah.
I like how you've gone with real. It is, of course, fake.
Good job for getting me.
Got you.
Got
punk.
me.
There's no ways you thought that was fake. Like, what an idiot, though. Come on, Chloe. Let's vet our guest next time. No. How crazy is that story? It's a very sad story.
There is an element of truth to that. That really did happen recently.
Oh, I mean the first part, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's not worried about her Tinder date though. She's going to prison for a long time.
Next.
Hopefully,
yeah. I saw the wildest thing. Her husband's already forgiven her, and I was like, that is an unbelievable person.
and people forgive way too easily. They do.
Moving on. All right.
I like grudges.
Okay.
Keep them like at least a decade.
At least a decade.
Yeah.
I used to be a grudge guy, but I was like, it's too tiring.
Did like a little Japanese girl walk out of the TV at some point?
Is that an anime reference? Haha. Fake.
Ask your question.
What's going on? All right. I'm Khatful Mashaba on IEC's emission of action essays named from ballot.
I had the story in my news this morning.
Fake.
Nah.
For the latest fake news, head over to GOODHOPE FM. And now while we're here, so it's obviously real. I mean, you read it this morning, I assume. I missed the show this morning. I'll be back maybe tomorrow.
I mean, I thought you're taking over the show next.
Oh, no, that's why I will be there. Yes,
because I'm fired after today, right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
So
it's 2021.
I'm taking a spot on this show. And you.
I don't know if I want to trade.
Okay.
How much money? Where does Khatful come from? Because I like your interpretation of language and you're big on language, which I think we should all be. Language is culture.
I mean, Khatful, it's full on Afrikaans. I can't think of what the etymology of the word is, but
because you like full ass.
Yeah.
Full shit.
You've stuffed everything. You've taken everything too far.
My favorite is your popa gaan net so. I love it. It just
what is popa gaan net so?
Like if you do something cringe or something, your popa gaan net so. Like
you can literally
what is a popper?
Poepel.
Your poepel.
Gaan net so.
No, but the like the adaptation is like popa.
Where did you hear this?
In the Cape Flats, actually. I'm not even joking.
Where specifically?
Vanguard.
Okay, that's southern suburbs. I don't know.
Is Vangate or like Vanguard in Athlone southern suburbs?
Yeah, it's in the southern suburbs. I'm from the north. We have different.
I didn't think I'd learned so much today. Actually, no, that's a lie. I did think, but I'm now going to tell Jordan, whose house I was at, that he's southern suburbs. So don't come with your stories.
No. Like,
don't come with your struggle stories, Jordan.
There are different ways of saying certain things in the two different districts. Like, I don't know, in the north, Chais and Bowl is a different thing to what they are in the south.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to play a quick game of Pick Your Fighter.
Okay.
Trump or Zuma?
Jacob Zuma.
A bad man. He'd beat you up convincingly.
100% he would make sure that you are beaten to a pulp, and then he will sue you.
Literally.
Yes. He will sue you for showing up to assault him.
He's just a bad man. Like he's Trump. I feel is like lots all bark no bite.
Oh, 100%. Also, he's shaped like a jelly donut, so
yeah,
he can take a few punches, I believe, but I wouldn't go with a defensive fighter.
No, you wouldn't shell out there.
Yeah.
You'd be swinging at Trump.
Yeah, like me. I wouldn't put a fighter in the ring that does what I do.
Yeah. These are now a few of my more TikTok related questions, but ones that need asking. Why are you so passionate about Olympic sex? It's a few questions here. Should it become one of the events at the Olympics? And how would we reward it? Because should it be who can go longest or who could be shortest? Because if it's shortest, get me on a plane, Team South Africa.
Well done.
I'm your guy.
I'm proud of you. How long have you been training?
I'm a sprinter, so you can't put too much effort into training.
Okay.
Because it's all on the day.
Okay. You just show up.
Chloe's laughing, she knows.
Okay.
Disappointed on many occasions.
I'm uncomfortable.
That's what she... No.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Literally.
Okay. So that was a great answer. Well done. How would you describe...
It makes it even more awkward that she's sitting between us right now.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I don't want to answer this question. I just answered like that like a politician. I didn't answer the question.
Well done. How would you describe amapiano to a deaf person?
To a deaf person? I'll probably knock on the table a few times and say, hey...
This is what it feels like.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's intensely woody.
Maybe give them a hug. This is what it feels like.
No, amapiano does not feel warm and cuddly. Amapiano feels like subdued violence.
I was about to say, when I listen to it, I feel dirty, but fun dirty.
Yeah.
Like I'm like,
I feel warm,
who knows what I'll get up to
Like,
tonight?
Exactly, like a hug.
It
Chloe,
depends
who
on the
you
kind
hugging?
of amapiano. Like
That's also true.
If you listen to stuff like Cool Drink by Cool Drink, it's very poppy. It's nice. It's also comforting, nice chords. But if you listen to Vigor Deep, I feel like I'm going to get stabbed at some point.
Maybe you're going to be in the ring.
Yeah. I mean, why do I am doing this the whole time after I watched that damn video now? Like I'm trying to defend myself.
Okay, I love that video so much. Chloe, I think we're going to wrap with some of your trivia.
Some toast trivia.
We like doing
nice.
this, and I'm
ready?
scared because you're a trivia
Hand up.
man.
Yeah.
Hand up if you've got the answer.
Okay.
Okay, it's multiple choice. All right, toast trivia. Which planet is the hottest? Saturn, Mercury, or Mars, or Venus?
Mercury.
No.
Oh, come on. That would be like that. That's what they make a thermometer out of.
Thermometer.
I got mommy issues. I love you, mom. Let's work on our relationship.
What's the one closest to the sun? Mercury.
Venus. Both of
Venus.
you are wrong.
I
All
was going
right.
to say Mars because Mars also looks hot.
But
Angry.
Mars is further away from the sun than we are.
Okay, you didn't get the answer either. Don't lecture
Okay,
me.
number
I'm getting
2.
bonus points.
Which social media platform came out in 2003? Twitter, MySpace, Facebook, or Tumblr? You.
MySpace.
Okay, for correct.
Lekker.
Thank you.
Okay, next one.
I was only 6 when that came out.
As an adult, how many teeth should you have in your mouth?
Oh,
I'm not going to give multiple choice. You guys can guess this one.
46.
No, hand
Oh,
up.
sorry. I apologize. Retracted.
Hand up.
32.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Let's see
Okay.
them. Let's see those pearly whites.
I've got 4 extra.
This is
nice.
this is 1 point each. Okay. How many time zones are there in the world? You guys can also guess.
I don't know.
I mean, Russia already has 6.
Really?
Has 8.
Russia's got 8 time zones.
That makes
A bit like
sense.
Australia. You can fly.
16.
No,
I'm going to go with 64.
no. Both of you are wrong. 24.
Nice.
Oh, I had the 4.
24 hours. I get it.
I'm confused. I feel like I'm just dumb now.
Hello.
This feels a lot like maths.
No, guys, come on. 24 hours.
24 hours.
Okay, this is one each. This is the
I
tiebreaker.
masquerade as
Last question.
intelligent.
How many keys are there on a piano?
Depends on the piano.
I'm a piano. Hibaru.
That's yours.
24.
88.
Shame he's been playing that game piano.
That's it. That's the show.
Ay. A bit of toast trivia to end things off. Omar, thank you so much for coming. It has been very fun.
Thank you for having me and not being awkward about me being here and roasting you.
That's the show.
Yeah. And
Next time, it'll just be me and Omar.
Yeah.
Sam's getting kicked out.
Join
They
me
will only be
6
2
and 9,
weeks.
GOODHOPE FM. Ba, 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 ba. I just want to do that on radio once.
Just.
Oh, those are cooler. Beep, beep.
Okay, and then
do the usual Chlo dog. No, you got to hit your YouTube marks.
Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. We can see you watching. Follow Omar. Where can we find you on social media?
Facebook? No, not Facebook. Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.
We'll put all the links
down
there.
below. And your music as well?
Yeah, it's all there.
It's all there.
Spotify, it's all there. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
This is what we do when we sign off.
You just say, you know the anime. Oh, that's not anime. It's South Korean. Yeah,
you've done it the best.
The first guest who did this properly. Bye.
안녕하세요.
Bye.